Hey everyone, so today we're going to be having a go at making our own carbon fibre slam panel for the gti-r. So when I got the Pulsar, it had a chrome slam panel already fitted, doing its job but looking horrific. So I wanted to replace that with carbon fibre, and I did a search everywhere, high and low. As always, if anyone knows of somebody making these still, do give me a shout because that's very interesting. Couldn't find anything, so having done kind of carbon skinning and stuff in the past, I decided why not use the chrome panel that I have that's no longer fitted to the car, and then try and use that to make a sort of mould and then essentially make my own carbon product. So this is the slam panel here, and it's just a sheet of aluminium or something, not sure what it is, like stainless steel that's chromed. I'm not an expert with metals, but it's a very simple structure. It's just a step essentially, so should be able to copy that by taping up the back side, my approach anyway, and then laying some glass fibre on there, a couple of layers of that to give us our structure, and then it's going to be get that off and then lay our carbon on top. That's the plan, at least. Anyway, not done this before, so maybe a rubbish video, but we will see. Hopefully we'll have some success. But got the bits here, so got the XCR skinning kit from Easy Composites, as I've used before. Brilliant stuff, comes with everything you need. Cups and brushes and resin and hardener and sandpaper and polish, and I think even gloves and spatulas. So brilliant. And here's our 2x2 twill cloth. And then from Biltema, the local hardware store here in Sweden, I didn't realise that they had all this stuff for boat repair. So I've bought a set of cheap brushes, some polyester, some hardener, and this is just woven glass fabric. So this is almost like carbon fabric, and it's like a metre square for about £6. The reason why I bought that and didn't buy the kind of glass fibre cloth that you usually see on sort of wet lay parts is because this is, well, I'm assuming, having had some parts that I think have been made of this before, this is stronger and more sturdy. So I kind of thought, try and do it, give it a better chance essentially of being successful. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to tape up the slam panel, and then we can start mixing and having a go with the first layer of the fabric. So I'm going to do probably two in my head. We'll see how we get on. I'm going to do 2 layers of the woven fabric to give us our underlying structure, and then of course it's going to be 1 layer of the carbon on top, but we'll see how we go. So let's get taping and then let's get laying some of this woven glass.
"12 seconds later."
Okay, there we go. That is 3 layers of the woven glass fabric. You can see plenty of resin on there. Looking okay at the moment. Never done this before, not sure how it's going to turn out, but like playing with Legos as a kid, never read the instructions, I just went all ADHD with it and just got stuck in and created some very strange things. So we will see. Give it 90 minutes now to cure apparently, or thereabouts, then we can come back. Hopefully the fumes will have subsided because I'm starting to hallucinate. Then we can trim it, and with a bit of luck we can peel it away from the original part and then see what the back side is like, which is the side that the carbon's going to go onto. Hopefully it's flat enough. If not, maybe we can add a bit more resin and sand it down. But 90 minutes, come back, let's have a look.
Eventually.
Okay, the following day, and it is pretty much sort of hardened now. It's still a little bit tacky, I'll be honest. So I think I haven't put enough hardener with the resin. So it's probably going to take a little bit longer for that to cure, but it's not coming off on my fingers, at least. So I'm going to trim it down now, kind of properly to size, and then we will see if we can get it off the original part.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I've trimmed it down to size roughly, and like an idiot, I didn't record it. So you have to trust me that I've done this, of course. So now we're going to try to separate this from the original part. That is going to be the fun bit, and then we can hopefully assess from there. Okay, so I managed to get rid of the tape. I ended up using some nasty paint removing spray, and that just pulled it straight off, as you saw. So in terms of the shape, obviously it's not rigid enough yet. It's still a bit flexible, which isn't great, but it will get stronger. But you know, it's for a first attempt, it's not bad. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to add another layer of resin to the top, just to kind of try and make it more even on the top. So I will go off and do that, and we'll come back after a SpongeBob when that is set tomorrow, and kind of have a look at it then, sort of review it. Maybe at that point I can sand it a little bit flatter. Yeah, we will see. Again, finding my way with this. So apologies to anyone watching this who knows what they're doing, and he's probably shaking their head a lot. Yeah, I'm learning in my own non-instructional Lego way. So right, resin, back in a sec.
The next day.
Okay, one day on, and I fucked up, and something happened in the curing process of the resin that I added, and I think either the first coat was too soft with the mixture. It seems to be quite difficult to get this right with this Biltmer stuff. I've not had the problem before with the easy composite stuff, so whether it's user error, highly likely, or whether it's the actual product itself from Biltmer, which some of their stuff is questionable, to be honest. So maybe there's something going on there, I don't know. But it bubbled and made a right mess, so I had to strip it back and sanded it. So this is as good as it's going to get, and I thought, being impatient, fuck it, I'm going to just start laying carbon on it and see how it turns out. If it's a piece of shit, then I'm just going to skin the kind of template that I've got, the metal template. I'll skin that maybe instead, see if I can do something with that. But let's get the black epoxy base coat on that our carbon's going to stick to. Let's get that on, leave it a few hours to get tacky, and then let's get our carbon on.